from Team Dark Magic Attack. Just wanted to go over my updated Dark Magician deck here. Went to locals the other week and went 2-2. I went up against Crystal Beast and I went 2-1 with that one. After that, it was Branded Chimera and I went 2-1 with that as well. The next one was Unchained and I went 0-2. Like, that deck is nuts, super consistent. And then the last one I went 1-2, and that was Runick Sprite. That one was almost a draw. Like, we went into time, and then like the last minute or the last second or whatever, like he pulled something and got like 1,000 life points at the end of the phase. I can't remember what card it was, but bunch of shenanigans, but it is what it is. So I mean, I had Dragoon on the field. I already used my negate, so like if he would have done anything next turn, I would have burned him and won. So I could have had a potential, 3-1, but I'm happy with 2-2. It was just a small little locals. So to go ahead and start, I'm gonna put this aside here. I kind of went with like kind of a super poly build with this. I'll explain it a little later. Some of the ratios are kind of weird, I guess, but like looking back on it, I might just like, I didn't see any of the super polys and stuff, but I'll get into that later. So to start, 2 Dark Magicians. I originally was working with one of them, and then after playtesting, just if you lose, like I got called by on the Dark Magician, and like once you get into that, like it's really hard to come back with them, because like half your fusions are, every Dark Magician deck, like every card needs Dark Magician, like it doesn't work without them. So yeah, I decided to go ahead and put another one back in, just so if that would happen, I would have an extra one just to go into fusions and stuff like that. Playing 1 Red Eyes, 1 Dark Magician Girl. This is basically for a Red Eyes fusion. And this is basically kind of for Soul Servant, but also for like the Dark Magicians and stuff like that. The reason why I originally wasn't playing her at first, but then like once again after playtesting, I put her back in. I just playing Magician Souls, like I ran out of targets really quick to dump from the deck, like because only playing 1 Dark Magician, and then I wasn't playing Apprentice or anything like that, so like it was just really, because it's level 6 or higher, so like I couldn't put Rod in or anything like that. And I didn't really want to dump Illusion of Chaos because he's your main searcher for the deck. So yeah, so I threw her back in just so I could dump her if I had to for souls. Only playing 2 rods. He's your normal summon, but there's so many ways to get him. I mean, you can use Soul Servant, you can use Magician Souls to get him. So I just figured 2 is good enough, just free up some spaces in the deck. Playing 3 Magician Souls, like this card is amazing. You can basically, dump Dark Magician or Dark Magician Girl or level 6 or higher spellcaster into the graveyard, then you can special summon a Dark Magician or Girl. And then you can also like special summon them. Instead of special summoning the Dark Magician, you can special summon him on the field. And then if you have like Magician Salvation, or if you just have like, Dark Magical Circle that you don't want on the field, you can like pop up the 2 cards, and then you can draw for those 2. So like that's helped out a bunch, especially with like Salvation on the field for me. I've been playing 2 Illusion of Chaos. I think 2's fine. I don't like 2's fine. I think. Some people play 3 and then like 2 preps, but some people play 2 of these and then 3 preps, or vice versa, whatever. But like, I think 2's fine for this build. Playing 1 Apprentice Illusion and then 1 Timaeus. Apprentice is okay. Really, it's nice to have her like in hand whenever you have like Dragoon on the field, because basically if someone tries to, you know, like access code your Dragoon or something, well, I guess access code would have 53. But even still, if someone tries to like attack over your Dragoon, you can discard that and give them 2,000 more attack points, so that's good. Also, it's an extender, so you can discard a card. So like if you have Dark Magician Girl in your hand, you can discard her, special summon Apprentice, and then pull a Dark Magician in the hand. So then you have Dark Magician, like, you know, if you want to set up your board with like Eternal Soul and stuff like that for next turn. Timmy's just one. He's just the walking poly. Easy way to special summon him is like, once again, if you have Salvation on the field, you can pop Salvation, or if you have like Dark Magician Girl in your hand, summon him, and then you can get into your plays for, you can use him to get Dragonite out, or even if you just want the one pop with Dark Magician, you can get Dragoon out, stuff like that. Or even if you have like Illusion of Chaos in your hand, and you're kind of in like in a tight spot, you can fuse Illusion of Chaos with Dark Magician to get Master of Chaos. And I do like Master of Chaos. It's not the best, but it's pretty nice. Also playing 2 of the new Red Eyes Black Meteor Dragon. Like, this card is nuts. It also dumps a vanilla from deck to grave, so I think he special summons himself. He also becomes a level 7 whenever he's special summoned. So, and I learned this, like, I should have a lot of Xyz monsters in my extra deck, because like there's so many times I'd have him on the field and then like Dark Magician, and I wasn't playing any Xyz monster in this build, so like it was just, it just kind of sucked on my end. And then like when he's in the graveyard, you can banish him, I think, and then get a ref from graveyard or deck and put it back into your hand. So like that's why I'm not playing any like Red Eyes Insights or anything like that, because it's so easy just to get ref now with him. But moving along, and then 3 Ash Blossoms. I think just Ash Blossom is the best hand trap in the game right now. I was going to have Droll, but then decided against it. Like, this was just ultimately better, I think, in my opinion. Moving on to the spells. Playing 2 Dark Magical Circles. I could knock this down to 1, honestly. Like, the whole banishing thing is cool and all, but I think I could, you know, take 1 out and then, like, you know, put something else in if needed. Playing 3 Soul Servant. This card's nuts. You get to stack your deck, and then you can banish to draw either up to how many Dark Magician Girl, or the Palladium cards. So you can ultimately draw up to like 4 cards, but people usually just have either Dark Magician or Dark Magician Girl, so 2 cards. 1 Salvation, basically just to get Eternal Soul. Other than that, like, this card's pretty useless. It does have the other, like, floating effect where you have, if you special summon Dark Magician, you can bring a girl from the graveyard or vice versa and stuff like that. And, like, that comes up once in a while, like, if you want to link climb, you know, get Dark or Selene or something like that. Like, that's nice, but ultimately, like, it goes on the field, you set Eternal Soul, then you use either Timaeus and, you know, pop this to special summon Timaeus, or you can send this off for draws for souls. And then I'm playing 2 Secret Village. Now this is a better field spell than this, like for Dark Magician. This card like won me both of those matches. So yeah, I mean, like, if we could have a card like this, that would be amazing. I'm playing just 1 Terraforming just to get whatever I need. Only 2 refs. Like I said, it's easy to search it, so with the new card, so I think 2's fine. 3, like, I used to play 3, and like I still kind of low-key want to play 3, but like if it gets ashed, like you're just kind of like a sitting duck basically. So ultimately, just going with just 2 for now. Playing 2 Super Polys. This card is really good, but honestly, I did not even get to use it at all. Like, I did not see this in hand or anything while playing. So I might keep it in for a little while longer, but then might just take it out, honestly. Like, it just never came up. Never came up. One secret's pretty self-explanatory. And then just 2 preps for this build just to get Illusion of Chaos. I might go back to 3 preps, like I might just take out the super polys and stuff or whatever, maybe a circle and throw another prep, just because it's kind of bait material as well. Like, you don't brick on this because it's not once per turn, so if you play it, somebody tries to ash it, cool, play another one, and then you can just, you know, give your Illusion of Chaos. But 2 souls, I was playing 1, but once again, 1 got banished and just kind of sucks, honestly. And then skill drain also won me get like a bunch of games this past week. This combined with Secret Village, and then like if you have like Dragoon on the field, like it's nuts. But like skill drain shut down a bunch of plays for my opponents. And then I'm just playing 2 imperms. I thought I had 3, but maybe I ultimately took 1 out to put something else, and I can't remember. So I might just toss another 1 back in if I can. Extra deck, playing 2 Dragoons, pretty standard. I've noticed people are playing 3 of them now, like with new Red Eye stuff, but I think 2 is pretty good. I don't think I've really had a time where I had an opportunity with 3. If I had like Magical Eyes Fusion, then I would probably play 3 of them, just because like if I have, you know, Red Eyes and Dark Magician in the graveyard, I could, you know, make another one. Dark Magicians, once again, I didn't have this originally, or Dark Magician Girl, but then I opted just to toss it back in, just because if you have Girl, the floating effect, you know, it doesn't work if you don't have both of them, so I threw that in. The draw is kind of nice, especially like if you stack your deck with like Soul Servant or Circle, you stack your deck and then use an effect, you can draw off of it. So, one Dark Magician, the Dragon Knight, this is pretty standard for back row protection. I just honestly wish, you know, he was a spellcaster, not a dragon. Playing 1 Master of Chaos. And then super poly targets, pretty standard. Like I said, I didn't even get to use super poly, so I'll probably take it again next time for locals and just see how it goes. And then if not, then I might just scrap the whole super poly, or maybe just add another super poly, just for better chance. 1 Anduke, 1 Artemis, pretty standard for a Dark Magician. And then I am playing 1 Dark. Coming back on it, like I had Phoenix, but I think not having another link 2 really hurt me. So I honestly might just try to put Phoenix in there, or maybe another link 2, but I think Phoenix would probably be the best one. I just got times where like I was just stuck and I needed to get like Dark Magician off the field or something like that. And you know, if I were to use Dark, just kind of sucked not to be able to pop Dark Magician back off, and so I can, you know, bring them back and banish them with Circle and stuff like that. 1 Selene, 1 Unicorn. Selene's great for link climbing into access code. I guess I'll just toss him here. This is good for shuffling something back in the deck, link 3. And I really like this card in this deck, actually. Like, you got like a couple options here. Oops, oh, sorry. You got a couple options here, so you can make it gain 1500 attack, you can make a 2nd attack during battle phase during the next turn, or banish 1 card on the field. But you have to use like a Dark Magician, level 7 monster. Oops, sorry. Level 7 monster as material, so like that's not hard in this deck. But like I said, like there were so many times I'd have Dark Magician and then the Red Ice Meteor Dragon, and it's like I could have made, you know, like Big Eye or Red Ice Flare Dragon or something like that, and then go into Zeus. So like I like I like the Super Poly stuff, but like it just didn't help out as much as I thought it would, honestly, in this build. So it's either I add another Super Poly and then, you know, try it again, or maybe just scrap it and just go with, you know, more of a generic build. Side deck, 3 nibs, 3 dark rollers, 3 cosmic cyclones, and this was basically, you know, like for like Unchained and stuff like that. Just so I can like banish your stuff, so they couldn't, because their stuff works like when it's destroyed or whatever. So like, you know, if it gets banished, then, you know, they can't bring it back. 3 evenly, and then 3 dimensional barriers. I really only saw the cosmics come in. I did side in Vaughn, Nibiru's, and I don't think I ever drew in the Nibiru's. Yeah, I don't think I did. I did side dimensional barrier with the Branded Chimera match, so that helped out. But yeah, so that's pretty much the deck. Like I said, it's still trying to fine tune everything, and I think most of it would probably just be taking out, you know, maybe these 2 and dropping this down to 1, maybe even Eternal Soul down to 1 as well, because then that would clear up a lot, actually. And then, yeah, take that one out. Maybe add, you know, 1 more prep, maybe another ref if needed. But like I said, I'll keep playtesting this, see how it goes, and then if I don't like it, I'll probably just revamp it a little bit more. I'd like to know what you guys think about it down in the comments. Just dropping my cards. And thank you for watching. All right, bye.
Dark magic attack!